Hey guys, and welcome back. As you've seen, this is going to be my everyday makeup routine. A few things have changed, a few new products that I've mixed into the mix and the makeup menu, I guess. And I've started to show you what I've been using, what I've been loving, and what I've been actually reaching for every single day because I trust it enough to have it on my face every single day. Just a few things to point out that are a little bit different. First off, I've had my hair redone, extremely grey at the roots, going down to a cool like platinum grey at the bottom, which of course will fade and fade and fade. This will get lighter grey, more silver, this will get more white, and I'm just loving it. As always, I always leave my salon's name and link down below. It's the George Northwood Salon in London, and I get my hair done by Amy Fish, who's a total legend and hair genius. Also just had my eyebrows redone. Obviously I've got some product over them now, but I love getting my eyelashes tinted and my eyebrows done at the Alanis Spa in London. Love it there, the ladies are amazing and it's just such a beautiful spa. And also have new nails that I've got done at Dry By. That is it. So this is going to be my everyday makeup routine. If you want to carry on watching, please do so, and I hope you enjoy. Everyday makeup routine. Okay, I've not stopped using it yet. It's still my favourite. £32 to buy it, which it seems like a lot for a little tub of moisturiser, but I honestly think this is like an illuminator and a moisturiser in one, and the things it does to my skin, it's so hydrating. I really trust Lush when it comes to making really hydrating and excellent products. Recently I have been loving two new foundations. Can you believe I'm actually trying something new for once? It's the Makeup Forever HD. I've been meaning to buy this and get using it for so long. And then I've also got the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation in number 3 Fair. This isn't fair, this is quite dark, but at the moment I'm quite tanned and I'm enjoying the two. Now this would be my normal kind of skin tone, this would be too dark, so I'll be mixing the two. And I'm going to pump some of this on there as well. And my foundation brush of choice for most days is the Zoeva Defined Buffer. I mix those two on the back of my hands with the brush and then start painting my face. I peel out my lips. As always, some people comment and say, oh, why is she putting foundation on her lips? For me, I've always disliked the colour of my lips, and I really like nude lips, so that's just me. Other people don't bother putting anything on their lips because they like the colour of their lips, and that's good for them, but I don't, so that's why I always do it. I'm pretty happy with that now, but what I'll also do is go over everything with a sponge underneath here, and it's a really lovely colour as well. I think this is number 1 light. And then I'll go in with the MAC Prep and Prime, and I'll put a little bit more in the inner corners just to brighten up those, and then a little bit under here. Yeah, done. And then I'll just start to dab all of that into the face. And I'll also take the sponge all over the face as well, just to remove any other lines that we may have missed from the foundation brush. Next thing I'm going to do is just quickly set that under eyes, and as always I am still using this. I don't mean to be repetitive and use the same things, but I'm just finding I'm still really loving these two in the middle. But I have started using the Real Techniques cheek brush. It's just such a big fluffy brush, and I find it kind of gets into the pan quite easily and disperses the product really softly. It doesn't get stuck to the product on the face, so you can just disperse that easily over that section. And again, as always, just taking the central colour, it's quite a stone brown, rub that into my contours. I just start underneath the cheekbone, and I'll create my line, being softer towards the cheek. It's completely up to you when you want to go to. I almost go to where my cheek starts to form here in this little round circle. So I'll sort of do it a little bit onto there, but mainly in this area here. And then from there, I'll make sure never to go below it, but I'll start to brush circles upwards towards my temples, and then I'll go in properly onto the temples. Darken up the shade here on the very kind of corners of my face. The thing I'm most excited about though recently is what I'm using to bronze with and blush with, and also slightly highlight, and it's the Bare Minerals palette. 3 shades inside: a bronzer, a medium pink and a lighter pink. This lighter pink easily could be used as a highlight, which I'll probably do today, but I'm really enjoying mixing these two together for a really light cheek shade with my Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm going to blush that into the bronzer. The contours we created, just to deepen that up, over the top of my forehead, down my nose, to my cheeks a little bit, and also just onto the neck. I'm going to take the lighter pink and I'm going to use that with the Anastasia A23 brush. I'm going to use that with the lightest pink onto top of the cheeks. This is a very light, natural pink shade. It's just very, very pretty. And then just to finish off the blush, I'm just going to go in with both of the 2 pinks. Mix them together. I don't want something too dark. I think this is such a lovely girly flush though. Okay, on my lips I'm going to go in with the By Terry Bombed Rose, but this isn't the one I usually use. This is I usually use Rosy Babe. Now this I think is the original. It's just the Bombed Rose. So it doesn't have any of the pink in it, but it's still, I love it when it goes on to over the top of nude lips. It just looks really quite brightening. It almost looks like you're wearing like a very light pink nude sheen. Next thing I'm going to go in with is the eyes, and I have gone back to an old favourite, I'll be honest, and it's the Lorac 1. I honestly, if I had to choose any palettes, I'd choose the Lorac 1 and 2. I don't know, if I had to choose between them, I don't know, maybe the second one. But I do love this one. This is the Lorac 1. It's just the most stunning palette. You can, if you're in the UK and you're thinking now, yeah, but we can't get this in the UK, you can buy it on Nordstrom. It'll cost you like £15 in shipping, but it's totally worth it. It's totally worth that extra £15 in shipping, which means you'll get an American product. Otherwise, you need to go to Ulta if you're in America. I've been using just 3 brushes to do my eye makeup. This is the Zoeva Luxe pencil brush, so a little tiny pencil brush. I'm going to go in with the nude shade and this one here, which is, oh no, it's nude. The cream shade and the nude shade. This is probably one of my most favourite colours, eyeshadow colours ever. So I'm just going to take that nude onto the very inner corner of the eye. That just brightens up the lid straight away. Then I'm going to take my MAC 217, which is so dirty now. Even if I wash it though, it stays this colour, unfortunately. And I'm going to go in with a mixture of mauve, this light purpley brown, and the brown. Mainly more of the mauve though, because I love at the moment the kind of mauvey purple crease shade. That's what I'm all about right now. So just easily moving that back and forth over the crease of the eye. I'm not too bothered if it goes onto the eyelid, because we'll be covering that up a little bit in a minute, but... And as always, I'm just winging that out, so using the brush to create that wing, and I'll go a little bit into the under eyes too. This is the Zoeva Luxe Classic Shader, really flat brush. I'm just going to take Champagne. Such an easy eye look, 3 shades, well 3 or 4, but mainly 3 shades. And I'm just going to put that onto the mobile lid. And then when that's done, just go back to 217 and just neaten up the crease again, blending out that. And I tell a lie, I lied to you, need one more brush, just a big fluffy brush. This is my Sigma E40, and I just use this to blend out the top of that eyeshadow. Next up is brows, and I would love to tell you that I'm using a different type of product at the moment, but I'm not. I'm still on the same products because I'm absolutely loving them. I take the Giorgio Armani spoolie and I brush through my brows, brush them all upwards first. Favourite Ironbrow Maestro from Giorgio Armani in number 2 Wedge. This is my tried and tested. It's the thing I prefer. It works for me. So for every day I'm not going to be doing something really random. So apologies if you're sick of seeing this. Still on the whole thick brow train, as you might be able to see. And then I like to finish it off with a Gimme Brow. This is in the dark version, I think, the medium deep version. For liner, I've got 2 favourites, and they're practically the same product, really. The Tom Ford eyeliner or the Estee Lauder eyeliner. The difference with this one is that it's got this really funny, thick, almost like a rectangular kind of nib, if you prefer the really thick graphic eyes, but it also has a really great pen on it. Whereas the Tom Ford one has 2 thinner, like, so that's a tiny little thin nib. I barely ever use that, I always use the longer thin nib. So I'm going to go for this. I've been mixing it up between doing my entire, literally lining over the entire lash and winging, or just doing a tiny little wing. And I think today I'm just going to go for a tiny wing, so I usually sort of try to make it look as if the line is getting thinner and thinner and thinner up until about the middle of my eye, and then it gets thicker on the outside. So I generally just draw a wing. Not always one-handed, I must say. Draw it up. And then really push it into the lash line so it looks as if it's fading into the lash line. So as always, I'm not going to show you a different mascara because there isn't one that can beat this yet for me. So if you're new to this channel, you'll soon realise that the Clarins waterproof mascara is the best mascara for straight lashes. Okay, so with both eyes done, it's just lips, and I'm still playing around with the same colours, I'll be honest with you. I do like to go for the plums and sometimes the reds, ready plums, browns and deep nudes around this time of year, but I'm still loving just a plain nude lip. And I'm back on this liner, the Mirror Nest liner. Either end, one of them slightly darker, one of them slightly lighter. I might go for the lighter one today. I've been toying with a couple, so as always my YSL number 1, which is my favourite nude pink, but also to make it even more nude, the Julie Hewitt lipstick. This is in Edie. I really love this shade, so I think I'm just going to go in with this. Something super easy. This is almost like a pink nude, very light pink though. Finish it all off just using the Urban Decay makeup setting spray. And that's the whole look, my everyday makeup routine. Very simple, I know, and it just uses a lot of products that I'm absolutely in love with at the moment, just for a very flawless, perfected base. Really cute little baby pink cheeks, similar kind of lip as I always do, and the mauve eyes, but with very kind of simple eyeliner, so it's just very, kind of a very chilled look, but very brought together and pulled together and quite perfected. This is just what I've literally been doing every single day because I just feel like it really suits me. So I really hope you liked it. Hopefully you saw a few products in there that you potentially loved and you really like the finish of. That's why I'm here, just to show you new products, see how you can use them and give you a few tips hopefully. So let me know what you thought down below in the comments. Leave me a like if you really liked it and make sure that you subscribe if you are new to the channel. It'd be nice to have you back. And if that's the case, I will see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah!